Hey guys, in part 2 of this video, I'm going to show you how to design your cover using the cover creator powered by Canva. Let's get started. Okay, so once you upload your interior file, you're going to see the section to design your cover. You're going to want to scroll down and find the section that says Cover Creator Powered by Canva. You're going to see an option to download and a template that'll give you bleed specifications for the size of your book. Personally, I had issues with downloading the template, but I'm going to show you a little shortcut to help you out. So once you click Design on Canva, a pop-up screen will open up that gives you the option to design the cover of your book, and it's already set to the specifications. I like to go over to my recent projects and look for the book or the interior pages of my book that I just designed, and this can help you get a base point or a starting point to design your cover. I want my cover to look a bit different from the interior of my book, so I'm deleting all the elements that I don't use or don't want to use, and I'm going to keep the font and the title. So now you're just going to adjust your title. You always want to ensure that the title is large and visible and it's centered correctly, and you're going to also want to adjust who it was written and designed by. Now Canva gives you a couple options for spacing and a couple options to help you position the words correctly on the page. And I'm just showing you a real quick example of this. So once you have your title positioned where you like it, you're gonna move over or just continue moving on to designing the rest of your book. Here you see me playing around with a couple sizes and different dimensions. And then I decided to go over to elements to ensure that the book pages are aligned properly. So I'm just selecting a line and I'm putting that in the center of my book. And that's going to represent the spine. Because this is a saddle stitch book, there isn't any room for text or any type of font styles on the spine of our book or in the center. And so I know this line will help give me a good perspective on where I should align it. Now, if the download did work for me, I would have been able to overlay this on the page and it would show me the bleed specifications and the spine, but for some reason it never works for me. So here I headed back to elements and I'm looking for some type of African background. And I find one that looks really nice and playful, and so I'm just going to expand that so that it covers the entire background of my page. Once I have that in place, I'm gonna look for a couple more elements just to spice up the cover a bit more. Because the book is entitled White Zebras Have Stripes, you want to make sure the design matches the title of the book so that when students or children picks it up, they know that this book is about a zebra and white zebras have stripes. It's based in Africa or in a savanna, and they get a real feel for how the book, or a real feel for the book itself. Now I'm showing you how I designed this cover in real time, just to give you an idea of how long it might take to actually do this. Keep in mind that based on your design skills, your comfortability with Canva, and just what you want your cover to look like, it might take longer or shorter, and that's just all up to you. Of course, you can always hire someone to come in and design your cover for you, but Lulu and Canva makes it extremely easy for you to create books for free and really create it by yourself. And that's why these are some of my favorite websites and my favorite tools as a self-published author. So here I'm just adding a description on the back side of my cover. Keep in mind that this page will be folded in half, and so White Zebras Have Stripes will be on the front, and this text box will actually be on the back. Typically on the back of the book, you want to give a description of what the book is about. You can also add other elements like the QR code if you had an ISBN number. And you want to make it really attractive and fun, but I'm just showing a really quick, simple design. All right, so once I finished moving that, I felt like there needed to be some more elements on the page. It just wasn't really popping for me. And so here you're gonna see me looking for some additional elements. I think this is a great place to point out that any elements you see with a crown, those are actually pro elements. And so you can include it on your design, but when you print your design, it's gonna have a Canva overlay. So you want to avoid using anything with a crown if you're not paying for the pro version. And so here I'm just finding some elements that are free and you don't have to pay for Canva to use. Well, I actually think this element is a pro version, but for your design, avoid using anything that is considered pro if you haven't paid for a pro account or a Teams account on Canva. So once you're done, you're going to upload your file, and what this will do is it'll upload your file, it'll process everything, and then towards the bottom, it's actually gonna give you an overview of how your book exterior and interior looks. So here you see a couple different colors. You can see the margins, bleed specifications, and the fold. And this will just let you know if any of your elements on the page will get cut off. I'm also noticing that my elements on the cover, they're not centered. So I'm gonna wanna go back in and recenter that. So hit revise on Canva. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and readjust. Canva provides some spacing elements that helps you. As you can see, there's some purple lines that show up to show you the center and also some other specifications. So I just went ahead and I readjusted that. And once it's finished uploading, I'm gonna scroll back down and make sure everything is aligned and looks the way I want it to look. Again, this is extremely simple and easy to use. Where you see the download template button, that would give you the fold, bleed specifications, and all the other margins that you see here in the overview. But for some reason, it wouldn't download and it wouldn't work for me. So maybe I might have to contact Lulu to see why. And now here you can actually see the interior of the book. And now this gives you a really great look at how the book is coming out. You can see if everything is laying the way you want to, if anything gets cut off. And now, once your book is finished designing, or once you're finished designing your book, I always download the print ready files in case I want to use this PDF file for something else. And you're just gonna get a zip file with the PDF of your cover and the PDF of your interior. And then you're gonna head to add your book details. And we'll talk about that in the next video.